Imagine waking up tomorrow to a world where your resume is a museum artifact. The report on your desk, written by an agent in 3 milliseconds, the code for your startup, optimized to a level no human can comprehend. The legal strategy, the medical diagnosis, the architectural blueprint, all generated, perfected, and deployed for the cost of a few watts of electricity. For the last 200 years, we have defined ourselves by our utility. What do you do for a living? Is the first question we ask at a dinner party. Our status, our dignity, and our survival have been tied to our ability to produce, but we are entering the post-labor era, a world where the marginal cost of intelligence is trending towards zero. When the great automation is complete, we will face the most terrifying luxury in history, the leisure class. Billions of people with nothing to do and all the time in the world to do it. But here is the twist. In a world of perfect, infinite, and free AI-generated everything, the most valuable thing on Earth will be the one thing a machine can never have, a soul. Or more accurately, the beautiful, messy, and inefficient flaws that make us human. Today we explore the economics of the post-human creative world. What are the 5 professions that will survive the AI apocalypse? And how do we survive the psychological crushing weight of absolute material abundance? Welcome back to Silicon ASI. Let's talk about the last human profession. Economics is the study of scarcity. When something becomes infinite, its economic value drops to zero. We are already seeing this with digital content. When an AI can generate a hyper-realistic movie, a perfect symphony, or a flawless novel in seconds, the product itself is no longer scarce. In 2 years, the internet will be flooded with perfect content, and that is exactly why it will become boring. Think about a diamond. A lab-grown diamond is molecularly perfect. It has no flaws. A natural diamond mined from the earth has inclusions, tiny mistakes in the crystal lattice. Yet the market prizes the natural stone. Why? Because the flaw is the certificate of its origin. It is the proof that nature was here. In the post-human economy, we will see the rise of the human premium. Art, music, and writing created by humans will become a luxury good, not because it is better than AI art, but because it represents a shared human experience. When you listen to a song written by a person going through a breakup, you aren't just listening to frequencies. You are connecting to their pain. You are buying their time. The mistake, the shaky hand of the painter, the slight crack in the singer's voice. These will be the watermarks of reality. In the future, made by human won't just be a label, it will be the ultimate status symbol. It will be the difference between a $5 IKEA chair and a $50,000 hand-carved throne. The chair's function is the same, but the narrative is different. The post-human economy isn't about productivity, it's about provenance. Who made this? Why did they suffer for it? And who did they make it for? So if productivity is dead, where does the human remain? I've analyzed the trajectory of AI, and it's not the creative jobs that are safe, it's the meaning jobs. Here are the 5 spheres where AI will never be the master. 1. Ethical responsibility and moral agency. An AI can suggest a military strike, it can suggest a medical procedure, it can suggest a corporate merger. Но оно не может нести ответственность. Society will always demand a human throat to choke. We will never let an algorithm have the final say on life, death, or justice because an algorithm cannot feel the weight of a guilty conscience. The profession of the moral decider will be the most high-stakes role in the future. 2. The architecture of meaning, curation. In a world of infinite content, the creator is less important than the curator. We don't need more music, we need to know what music matters now. The human ability to contextualize, to say this piece of art defines our current cultural moment, is something a statistical model cannot do. AI knows what is popular, humans know what is meaningful. 3. Strategic intuition and the irregular creativity. AI is a master of the average. It predicts the next most likely token, but true breakthroughs come from the unlikely token. Human creativity is often driven by trauma, by obsession, and by logical leaps that make no sense until they work. AI can optimize a business. Only a human can invent a brand new way to live. 4. High stakes relationship and empathy. Would you rather tell your deepest trauma to a perfect AI therapist or a scarred, imperfect human who has felt the same pain? We have a biological need to be seen by another consciousness. The empathy economy, nursing, deep coaching, high level negotiation will remain human because the simulation of empathy is not empathy. 5. Experience based branding, the influencer of reality. The final profession is the professional human. People who live interesting lives and share them. We will follow human explorers, human athletes, and human thinkers not because they are the best in absolute terms, but because we want to see how a human handles the world. The influencer of 2030 isn't selling a product, they are selling a perspective. But there is a shadow side to this utopia. For the first time in history, we are solving the problem of survival. Universal basic income, automated vertical farming, and AI-driven energy will likely provide the what. We will have food, shelter, and entertainment, but we haven't solved the why. Psychologists are already warning us about the crisis of agency. If a machine can do everything better than you, why try? In the 20th century, depression was often tied to scarcity, not having enough. In the 21st century, the deadliest disease will be purposelessness. When labor becomes free, the labor theory of value dies. If you spend 10 years learning to play the piano and an I can do it better for free, your skill loses its market value. If you don't have the internal strength to find personal value in that skill, you fall into the void. The leisure class of the future risks becoming a ghost class, distracted by infinite personalized VR dopamine loops, disconnected from the struggle that defines the human spirit. History shows us that humans are not wired for perfect peace. We are wired for friction. We are wired to overcome. Without a problem to solve, the human mind turns inward and begins to dismantle itself. The economy of the future will not be a struggle for resources. It will be a struggle for attention and sanity. So what is the last human profession? It is the profession of being. We are moving from a human doing economy to a human being economy. The end of work is not the end of humanity. It is the end of our status as biological tools. For the first time, we will be forced to ask, if I am not my job, who am I? The winners of the post-human economy won't be the most productive, they will be the most authentic. They will be the ones who can create meaning in a world of noise. They will be the ones who embrace their flaws and turn them into art. The Silicon Age is taking our chores, our calculations, and our scripts. It is leaving us with the hardest task of all, to live a life worth watching. The desk is clear, the machines are running now. What are you going to do with your freedom? I'm your name, and this is Silicon ASI. Don't just watch the future, define it. Subscribe for more insights into the era of intelligence.